but I will make a separate like testing video in the future. What's happening, guys? It's Big Sir back with another video, and today we're going to be testing Windows 8 Pro, and this copy is from the copy that I unboxed in that video. Links in the description, by the way. So we're gonna get on straight to this. Now let's talk about the major things of Windows 8. So Windows 8, first of all, was released in October 26, 2012, and it changed the Windows environment ever since. Like Windows 95's environment was the same up to Windows 7, and Windows 8 just completely changed it to modern today. And this is because it focused more on touch rather than desktop, which most users hated. If I show you here, you can see this is the start screen. Remove the start menu, meaning that these are the new lifestyles that were introduced. And you can see they're so big compared to my cursor because they're for touch. And most desktop users hated this. And to access all your apps, you just have the menu bar here. Now I'm running Windows 8 Pro, as you can see, which is like the most used Windows 8 version. And this is build 9200 RTM. And you can see the desktop still here from Windows 7. And yeah, sorry, that's just my Gmail. Let's get straight onto this about testing the features. Now, despite Windows 8 ending support 3 months ago, it can still run Google Chrome, but it's not the latest. But you can still access certain websites like YouTube. So you can run this version, and meanwhile, like Windows 10 or later can run the latest version. And Google Chrome does seem pretty fast here. It may seem a tiny bit laggy because this is a VM, but I guarantee it seems fast. Now Windows 8's File Explorer introduces this new ribbon UI, which I prefer rather than the Windows 7 ribbon, because like here you've got more shortcuts and stuff. So you have like one and more tabs. You have one tab for like view, one for share, and one for home. And you've got the file menu as well. And if you wanna, and then WinVer is the same right here. And yeah, that's all I have to say about File Explorer. Now Windows 8 comes preloaded with Internet Explorer version 10. And yeah, that's all the apps there is on desktop. And Windows 8's Metro apps here, like there's lots of like preloaded apps such as like calendar, camera, and stuff like that. Mostly like iOS and Android. And most people found these apps as useless because they didn't know what to do with them, as they had like Win32 apps instead. And some of these were even duplicates, like you have music here or video when you have Windows Media Player 12. And like yeah, stuff like that. Now Windows 8 has two versions of Internet Explorer, one of them being the mobile version. And see, this is one of the confusing stuff about Windows 8. Okay, like look at this. Like you have all these things that desktop users don't know what to do with, which is very bizarre. As I was saying about Internet Explorer, Windows 8 came with two versions of Internet Explorer. So this one specifically for mobile, as you can see, like if we move this to this side, like you can see the elements are very big for mouse users, and it's like pretty much like mobile browsers. Then you also get the desktop version of Internet Explorer, which is for desktop users. And I like how Microsoft separated stuff in Windows 8. So then there was also the control panel right here, while there was the PC settings over here. So we had we had less shortcuts in PC settings, while you had more in the control panel. But yeah, this was also a separation. And Windows 10, I don't like how they like combine both of them to make like the same one for desktop and tablet. Now Windows 8 has 3 themes, which is default, earth, and flowers. If I set these themes, it's gonna just force me to stick with the default theme. I don't know why. It's very weird. But yeah, these are all the backgrounds, and fun fact, that's the Windows 8.1 beta background. And I believe that these backgrounds, the flowers, are still in Windows 10. I'm not really sure. But yeah, we've also got the Charms menu here. Now because Windows 8 removed the start button from the taskbar, it's got the start button here instead in the Charms menu, along with a few other shortcuts are search, share, devices, and settings, which is right here. A bunch of other shortcuts as well. Now Windows 8, few apps in Windows 8 like Task Manager were modified. So here it introduces much more easier to navigate Task Manager. Does that even make sense? So within the Windows 8 Task Manager, you've got different processes that you can do. You've got CPU, memory, disk, Bluetooth, and Ethernet. But while in Windows 7 it was like all together, which for me personally made it difficult to tell, especially having it in the dark background, because I am not used to dark stuff. It just made it so difficult for me to see. The Windows 8 does a great job here having it like this. It's easier to see a lot. Now Windows 8 came preloaded with SkyDrive or OneDrive, which is where you can store all your files within your Microsoft account or sync them. Now I don't want to sign in my account, so we're just going to leave SkyDrive alone. Now because Windows 8 was supposed to be like a tablet operating system, it introduces a lock screen. Well, with this you can actually have a background, custom background, unlike the older lock screen from Windows XP. So here you have this background, whatever. And you have the date and time here, and then just the network icon. And when you hover, you can see the user. I'm not gonna fully hover this for now because it's gonna log me in. And you can see when you hover, you have the user account. You've got ease of access and power, which is something from lock screens back then. Now Windows 8 introduces file history, which I believe was in it. Yeah, I think it's in control panel. So you go here, there it is. And what you can do with this is you can see the files you've accessed in history, not in history, sorry, the files you've accessed while using your computer, which was useful for some users, while other users didn't really care about it and didn't bother to use it a lot. And it wasn't hated by anyone. It's just that most people didn't bother to use this new feature or whatever it was. But yeah. Now because Windows 8 introduces the Metro UI, it had to be simplified. So programs such as Paint and notepad, like you can see that the arrow UI is now gone, and it's like simplified more. It's more 2D, flat, and stuff like that. And look at painting. Like remember, it used to be like golden buttons here, and now it's just blue and more simplified. And same goes for notepad. There used to be like textured buttons when you hover your mouse over, and now it's just blue. It isn't like a bad thing. I mean, I do understand what Microsoft was trying to do. But yeah, that's all there is about the UI of Windows 8. Now what was cool about Windows 8 is that you could have a separate start menu background and a separate desktop background. So like if you go to settings, like you can have like customize your start screen, and as a preview here you can see that I can have a custom color and then just a separate background from the desktop. And same goes for a lock screen. And you can also have like a custom account picture from your camera, which was a new thing added to Windows 8. On like all older versions of Windows, you had to like just choose from your gallery or one of Microsoft's photos. And that's all there is to say about Windows 8, except that there have been some apps that were like unnecessary, like I said many times. There was a reader app here, which is like a PDF viewer. There was a sports app, which is part of MSN, even though like it could have been in this app. And there was a camera app, which was useful, like because like back in Windows, with Windows 7 or XP, like they had to like access like websites in order to like take photos of themselves. And there was the messaging app here, due to like Windows Live Messenger, like due to Windows 8 getting rid of Windows Live Messenger. And there was maps as well and stuff like that. Like, but mostly these mobile apps is like as in Windows 8. And as desktop users found it very useless, because all they needed is like Windows accessories. So for example, like to use desktop, they needed a calculator, a media player, a paint app, a snipping tool, sticky notes, and stuff like that. Well, they didn't need like all these apps, because they literally had a browser, so they can like access all these stuff. So like why? Listen. Microsoft, why waste memory usage when you can access everything through a browser? Like if you've got like finance open and a browser, all both open at the same time, when you can just access the finance in any finance app in the browser. It's just very like weird. So yeah, that's a brief overview of Windows 8, and in my beliefs, I think Windows 8 was such a downgrade. Now I don't hate Windows 8 overall. It is a fast operating system to use. It's faster than Windows 10, but like it is. I did also have a hard time using Windows 8. Like look at like having these desktop, like this touch stuff, and this like this thingy, like So yeah, it was. Some people had a good time with Windows 8. I did have a good time because of its speed. I got it because of its speed actually, and not the way it was. And mostly I just installed Classic Shell on it to like get the desktop environment back. But yeah, that's a brief overview of Windows 8. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned and peace.